Hello, everyone. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real, the only way to be. And tonight's topic is Mary J. Blige says ex Kendu claims that she is done, fat, and old. Then we're going to touch into Chris Brown. And then we're going to get into Trey Songz. Yes. So we're going to get into this. And all this stuff is basically, well, with Chris Brown and Trey Songz, all allegations. So we're going to get into this. So I'm going to read a couple of articles. And then I'm also going to play a video, a little audio, dealing with Mary J. and what she had to say about this. Okay, so we're going to get into this, and whoever's watching replay, please feel free to read the description so you can get the timestamps of everything so you can know when each story starts and go from there and help you to speed along through it. And also share your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Share with me, what do you think of Mary J's situation? What do you think of Chris Brown? What do you think of Trey Songz? Messy, messy, messy. So celebrity news this evening. So don't forget, hit the like button and leave some feedback and also share with others. And check out some of my past videos. Okay, we're going to get into the first one, right? And the first one we're going to get into is Mary J. Blige. And also tonight I have my co-host, the real Jack Newtown. He's here. All right, so the first one we're going to get into is good old, let me change it, Mary J. Blige. Yeah, what a situation she's in. Okay, her topic is, I'm going to read this article, and it's about Mary J. Blige says that ex claims that she is done, fat, old, but fans helped her stay in music. Okay, so basically she, with her husband and, ex-husband now, but at the time.
Is Kendu fat himself?
Yeah, he's a little chunky. Yes, he's a little bit chunky.
No, he's fat.
Yeah, he's a little, yeah. So we're going to get into this. We're going to talk about this one. So I'm going to read this article and let's begin. All right. Mary J. Blige says that ex claims that she is done, fat, old, but fans helped her stay in music. Mary J. Blige enjoys being called many names: an actor, a celebrity, and a talented singer. However, being called a survivor strikes a chord every time. Mary J. Blige, popularly known as American singer, songwriter, actress, and philanthropist, with 9 Grammy Awards and 100 million records to her name. The 50-year-old has stamped her place in the music industry. Although Blige has a successful career in music, one thing that has left her supporters intrigued is her ability to overcome difficult situations. Oh, I forgot to say, this is from AMO Mama article, and this came out January 11th, 2022. Okay, let me go back here. Let us take a look at Blige's personal life. Marriage to Kendu Isaac. Mary J. Blige and Kendu Isaac walked down the aisle in 2003 and enjoyed marital bliss for 13 years. I didn't know they was married for that long. Oh, that's a pretty long time. But too bad it wasn't really a happy time, was it? Okay. All right, let me resume reading. Okay. For 13 years. In 2016, the Grammy Award winner singer filed for divorce after she found out Isaac has been unfaithful. Now, the rumors is he was being I didn't find the girl. I have to show it back later. But being unfaithful, I thought they had the girl up, but I didn't. Okay. 2 years later, divorce was finalized after a long-standing legal battle over money owed to Isaac. According to Blige, the marriage became very toxic at some point. In the chat with Janine Rubinstein on People Everyday podcast, the singer shed more light on her struggles in her marriage to Isaac. Blige revealed that at some point in the marriage, she was being told that she was done and washed up. The actress also said, I was told I was fat, old, and my fans were old and they did not like me anymore. Wow. This is supposed to be your husband, your rock, your supporter, and this is what he was saying to you. Interesting. I read more. Blige noted that she began to believe Isaac and wanted to throw in the towel. So she was about to break. However, the songwriter credited her fans for saying that her from saving her from the darkest point in her life. Hmm. According to Blige, she had to push through and believe in the subconsciousness for the sake of her die-hard fans. I will read more.
Donna, before you go further, I'm sorry, I apologize. Um, this Mary J, is a good looking woman, uh, a beautiful song, Bird, and she is like a lady that suffers from low self esteem.
Yeah. Well, let me
Uh,
finish the article, and then you can share your thoughts. Let me just run through this
okay.
real quick. Okay. All right, Blige drug addiction. Time and again, Blige has opened up about her struggles with marriage, sexual abuse, depression, and suicidal thoughts in the past. But her battle and victory over drug addiction have inspired many. As a teenager, the Power Book 2 ghost actress started using drugs as a mean to escape from her depressing world. So sad. According to Blige, that she had begun drinking and using drugs to kill the terrible memories of her childhood. In many interviews, the 50-year-old revealed Isaac helped her recover from the drugs and alcohol addiction. Okay, so at least he did something, right? Resume. Blige noted that for a long time she had been hurting terribly and needed a savior. Blige relayed that as a teenager she never smiled because to her smiling symbolized weakness. That's so sad, but that's what she felt. I resume. After the divorce from Isaac, Blige said that he did not deserve the credit she accorded to him for helping her through her addiction. Blige explained that Isaac was put in a driver's seat not because he was capable, but because she wanted the fairy tale to be real. She loved that man. She loved him. Hmm. I resume. For the Queen of R&B, breaking the chains of addiction meant that she had to address the demons within. Blige explained that when she realized what the future held, if she did not get better, she found the strength to push forward. God does work. Okay. A hard childhood. Most people believe that our childhood plays an important role in how we turn out to be as an adult. For Blige, her bad childhood made her a helpless alcoholic and a drug addict. In her new Amazon Prime Video documentary titled Mary J. Blige My Life, the 50-year-old gave a detailed explanation of her childhood. I didn't see that. I have to see that. Everybody know, put in the comment section. Did you all see that documentary on Amazon Prime? Let me know. How was it? Or I resume reading. The documentary reveals that Blige's parents divorced when she was 5 and she had to move to New York with her mother and older sister. The new environment was described as new environment is described as increasingly hostile, one where the singer learned to be emotionless. Mhm. Blige relayed that as a teenager she never smiled because to her smiling symbolized weakness. And you know what I do notice when she does do interviews, she doesn't really smile. Now as I think about it, it's like a little crack, but then she'll bring it back down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, she's
All right.
hood.
Mm,
You
I
can't
resume
smile in the
reading.
hood.
Oh, ooh. However,
Shoot,
she
you
found
smile
a
in the hood,
way.
they thinking you up to something.
Mm. However, she found a way to fight through all the difficulties. 30 years later, the icon remains an inspiration to all the world at large. Hmm. And if someone you know is considering suicide, please contact the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273 8255, or you can text crisis text line at 741 741 741. Okay, or you can go to the suicide prevention.org. preventionlifeline.org. So sad. But I have a little bit more to read about Mary. Y'all just hang in there. Okay? Now we're going to get a little bit more about, her and Isaac. I'm not going to read this whole article. I'm just going to read just a little bit. All right. And this article is The Truth About Mary J's Ex-Husband. And this came out February 7th, 2022. The list, the article. When you realize that you're by yourself, that's what she said, and you're just suffering through it, now it's time to do some investigating. So I guess you want to investigate what you doing. Mm-hmm. The singer also hinted that infidelity played a part in the relationship demise, and Blige filed for divorce in 2016. At the time, she was ordered to pay Isaac $30,000 per month in temporary spousal support and requested that her ex not receive any spousal support. Yeah. Oh. We should have learned from KC. Oh well, diva. Let me read some more. She also claimed that Isaac spent more than $420,000 traveling with his mistress while they were married, and that as an only breadwinner in the family, Blige had to pay off all their debts, which totaled more than $10 million. So she had to pay off $10 million of debt of him running around with the mistress.
Donna, can I inject real quick?
Oh, let me finish this part and finish it. Their divorce settlement finalized in 2018 was kept confidential according to the People. So who's the man who was once wed to Grammy-winning artist? Kendu Isaac is a music producer and executive producer. Kendu Isaac, his first name is Martin, has made his career as a record producer and was a manager for KI Management, which is based in Berlin. He became Mary J manager during their relationship and worked for the record label. Oh, I can't pronounce it. Munch Metal Entertainment, whatever. Y'all look it up. He served as an executive producer on her album My Life 2, The Journey Continues, Act 1, Strangers with Each Tears, and Merry Christmas, and as well as their 2013 film Betty and Coretta. I never did see that one. Okay, I guess that's about. Oh, last thing I read here. Isaac was linked to other music artists before his marriage to Blige, including Nia Long, didn't know that. Queen Latifah, didn't know that. Lauryn Hill, and Kamara Lee Simmons. Interesting. Okay, that's the end of that one there. Okay, Jack, you want to share your thoughts before I move on to the next one?
Yeah, what I was saying is that the reason how Kendu rigged that situation up, alleged that the mistress that she was messing with, that was, and this is alleged, not trying to throw nothing on nobody, but
right,
Mary J had a relationship with her too, and he used that, because he would have exposed her as being lesbian, allegedly.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
And that's how he was able to get what he wanted out of it. If you look at it.
Interesting.
Because he held a lot of her secrets. And so when you got somebody that holding a lot of little secrets that nobody knows about, and he used that as leverage.
Wow. Let me see if I can find. Oh, I can't. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't find a picture of the girl that they said it was having an affair with. But never mind. We'll move on to the next story. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next story. And the next one is we're gonna get into good old Chris Brown. Give me a second here so I can pull him up. All right, Mr. Chris Brown. Chris Brown sued for $20 million by a woman who claimed that he drugged, raped her on a yacht. Allegedly. Okay, I'm going to read this article. We're going to get into good old Chris Brown. This is interesting. All right, Chris, let's see what's up with you. Next one. Chris Brown sued for $20 million by a woman who claims that he drugged, raped her on a yacht. A Jane Doe claims in the lawsuit that she was invited to the yacht on December 30th, 2020, and allegedly assaulted by Brown. And this came out in Billboard January 28, 2022. Okay, Chris Brown has been sued for $20 million by a woman who claimed that the singer drugged and raped her on a yacht dock outside Diddy's Star Island home in Miami in late December 2020. According to the copy of the lawsuit obtained by Billboard that was filed in Los Angeles Super Court on January 27th, a professional choreographer, dancer, model, musician, identified only as Jane Doe, and a friend were invited to the yacht on December 30th, 2020, by a male friend. The suit claims that during a call from the male friend, the suit claims that during a call from the male friend ahead of the yacht visit, Brown grabbed the phone and told Doe that he had heard about her music and urged her to head over to Diddy's home on Star Island as soon as possible. A spokesperson for Diddy has not yet returned a request for comments. Mm. When the woman arrived, the suit claims that Chris Brown offered her a mixed drink in the kitchen. Okay. Mixed drink in the kitchen, and after they discussed her music career. Brown offered her tips about starting a career in the music industry. Brown then allegedly filed Doe's cup again. Brown then allegedly filled Doe's cup again. After which she became disorientated, physically unstable, and started to fall in and out of sleep. Mm-mm-mm. According to the suit, Doe then claimed that she was led down the hallway into a bedroom with Brown, allegedly closing the door and blocking her from leaving the room. The complaint alleges that Brown then undressed and raped the woman, ejaculating inside her and saying he was done. Lord have mercy, Chris Brown. Please don't tell me you one of these type of dudes. I resume. The following day, Brown allegedly demanded that Doe take the emergency contraceptive pill Plan B. Mm, mm, mm. Attorney George Varbeck, I think it's Varbeck, something like that, Adams and Company, who represents Jane Doe, told Billboard, "My partner, Ariel Mitchell, and I tend to hold all parties accountable so that we might begin to um, escalate the behavior from our society. Our client deserves justice, the same justice that all victims in sexual abuse deserves." The suit seeks 20 million in damages as well as punitive damages and attorney fees. A spokesperson for Brown A spokesperson for Brown has not yet returned requests for comments on the allegations. In an Instagram story on Friday, January 28th, Brown wrote without mentioning the lawsuit, "I hope y'all see the pattern of lying. Whenever I'm releasing a music or project, they try to put some real bull. I think you know the rest." Okay, Chris Brown. Brown has a history of Brown has a history of legal issues tied to allegations of assault, stretching from the guilty plea for felony assault following the attack on then girlfriend Rihanna on, hope I pronounced the name right, but y'all know what I'm talking about, on the eve of 2009 Grammy Awards. May 2018 accusations in which a woman filed a lawsuit that named Brown alongside rapper Young Low, claiming sexual battery, gender violence, hate violence, assault in connection with a 2017 sex party. What the heck is a sex party? Lord have mercy. I resume. At Chris Brown's LA home, at which the woman claimed that she was raped by Lowe and another person and forced to participate in sexual activities against her will. In response to the latter, Chris Brown's attorney said that at that time, there is no case here. and that his investigators shows that none of these allegations are true. Mm. Oh, here's Brianna. We're talking about when they was together. Okay, let me finish reading. E! News reported on April 2020 that the woman's lawyer, Gloria Allred, she's a piece of work, said that Brown had privately settled the lawsuit. Hmm. Okay, that's the end of Chris Brown. You have anything you want to say about with the Chris Brown thing before I move on to?
Yeah. Here's the question: Did she go to the hospital?
This one I didn't see anything in the article saying that, so I'm
Okay.
not
Did
quite
she
sure.
file? Did she file a police report?
Well, it seemed like they settled it. I guess what it was.
When they settled it?
I don't know. It just said right here when it said the part of. Ooh. Oh,
Okay, they sell it. So then she turned around and sued him for 20 million. Or this is another woman.
Wait a minute. Oh, I might be wrong on that part. Okay, E! News said a woman's lawyer responded to later. No case was here. All right, E! News report that April 2020 that the woman's lawyer, Gloria Allred, said Brown had privately settled the lawsuit. So I think it's something. Yeah, Gloria Allred.
That lawyer name's a red flag.
Yeah, that's why I was just saying. Yeah, she's a piece of work. Yeah, but she gets the job done. Okay, Chris
I'm just
Brown.
wondering if,
But I think that's from might be with another one, but then he has someone now going on. It's just a mess. It's just so many different women. Oh boy.
Now I hope it's not true.
Yeah, I hope the God is not true.
I pray that because if it is, Chris Brown is done. He is finished. He can give it up. He going to the big house. You know, if it's, but the thing is that I didn't hear any police reports or DNA testing. That'll be the first thing I will be questioning. Not saying, you know, what happened to her did not happen. I'm just saying is that, you know, people are gonna look for the paperwork of, you know, did you go to the hospital? Did they, you know, do the, you know, that thing they do? And did you file a police report in regards to now the woman from France? She filed a police report, and they arrested Chris Brown in France a couple of years ago because she went to the police and did what was necessary. So that case is pending.
Interesting. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. Alrighty, we're gonna get into this. Who we getting into? Oh, there you go. All right, let me change this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're gonna get into Trey Songz. Trey Songz accused of brutal rape in new $20 million lawsuit. All right, I'm going to read this article. Now, this one's a little bit long, but it gives great detail. So, y'all just hang in there. Listen. All right. Trey Songz accused of brutal rape in new $20 million lawsuit. And this came from USA Today, February 17, 2022. A woman is accusing singer Trey Songz of a brutal rape. She says landed her in the hospital, according to a new $20 million lawsuit. The woman identified in the lawsuit as Jane Doe alleges that the rape by Trey Songz in 2016 at a house party in West Hills, California, resulted in her being hospitalized for immediate emergency medical care. The lawsuit filed Tuesday, obtained by USA Today, states the woman and Trey Songz had a casual and occasional sexual relationship prior to the alleged assault. The woman also trusted that she would be safe with Songz because of their previous relationship. USA Today has reached out to representatives of Trey Songz for comments. According to the lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Court, Trey Songz invited the woman upstairs at the party for a sexual encounter. which she said was initially agreed upon. But that Songz, whose real name is Terrain, I think it's Terrain Neverson, something like that. Y'all can look it up. Then repeatedly asked the woman if they could engage in anal sex, to which she repeatedly refused. After entering the room, Trey Songz turned almost immediately into a savage rapist, the lawsuit reads, adding that Songz threw the woman to the ground and forcibly raped her. Mm. Lord have mercy, Trey Songz, please, Lord have mercy. You know, really, dude, I just hope this is just not true, but we're going to get into this. Okay. Okay, to the ground, forcibly raped her. Despite someone walking into the room during the assault, then exiting. So, if this is true, someone walks in, see this, and they just leave. Interesting. The rape continued, the lawsuit states. The suit added that after the alleged rape, an Uber driver drove the woman to Providence Joseph Medical Center Emergency Care Unit in Burbank, California, where she received a sexual assault examination. The lawsuit claims that the exam found severe anal tearing that could require surgery. Lord have mercy. This is a little too hard to read. The Burbank Police Department was also contacted, according to the lawsuit, and when they arrived, the woman is in shock and fearing for her life. Refusing to disclose Trey Songz's identity or his whereabouts to police, the next day the police went to the woman's home, but because she was still terrified of Trey Songz, in shock, and did not answer the door. The complainant says USA Today has reached out to Burbank Police for more information. The woman is seeking the recovery of punitive damages for severe emotional distress, including fear, anxiety, humiliation, depression, and other physical and emotional injuries. She is represented by attorney George Varbeck, who is also representing two other women who have made accusations against Songz. So you got a list of them here. Okay. Wow. A little bit more hanging in. The Tuesday lawsuit comes a month after former University of Nevada, Las Vegas basketball star, was it Dylan Gonzalez? I think it's Gonzalez. I'll put it in description. Accused Songz in January for raping her at a Las Vegas hotel. Okay. What that seems like endless reoccurring news of the alleged sexual assault committed by Trey Songz. I am forced, this is what she says, I am forced to repeatedly relive in my mind and suffer anew a long suppressed horror and unbearable PTSD of my rape by a very hands at a well-known Las Vegas hotel. She wrote in a statement on her verified social media account in January. She did not. She did not say when the alleged incident occurred. Hmm. But last November, police said that they were investigating the sexual assault allegations involving the R&B singer at the Las Vegas Strip Hotel. Police said that at the time that Trey Songz was cooperating with the investigation and no arrest has been made. Okay. She also says encourage other victims of abuse to come forward instead of suppressing their voices, saying it only emboldens our oppressors. You can't heal what you do. She said, you cannot heal what you do not reveal. Interesting. All right, this lawyer Varbeck is also representing her and Gerard Jeffries, who accused Trey Songz of sexual assault in New Year's Day 2018. God, dog, Trey Songz. Really, dude? Really? Okay. While at the Miami nightclub and refiled a civil suit against him in December 2021. Song's lawyer filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit Tuesday, claiming another member of the Jeffries legal team, Ariel Mitchell, offers a witness money to testify on the plaintiff's behalf. Verbeek told USA Today that Songz' allegation against Ariel Mitchell's are merely designed to divert attention from the horrific assault detailed in the recently filed lawsuit. Nothing more. In the summer of 2020, Songz tweeted about the incident, writing, "A Jane Doe who claims I sexually assaulted her in Miami asked him to pay for her therapy and education because of all the trauma she's been through." Okay, dokie. All right, that was this other woman. All right, let me finish here. I'm almost done, y'all. The singer also made headlines in 2017 with Keke Palmer, accusing him of using sexual intimidation to cajole her into appearing in a music video, which she slammed him on social media for recording her at a party after repeatedly saying no. And again in 2020 over a claims of sexual misconduct made by influencer Celine Powell's friend, introduced by Azel on the No Jumper podcast. Now, I think this is what he tweeted, this last part. "I usually stay quiet on this, but I feel that in many ways, the movement to fight for the women who actually have suffered harassment and abuse on various levels has been hijacked by those who find it convenient for themselves to come up as they seek to destroy someone's life," he tweeted in response to the claims in 2020. Okay, that's about the end of that. They just talking about how many awards he got, but I don't have to get into that one. All right, you have anything you want to say on that one?
Now, as far as the other women, yeah, there may be some issues with that. But when you said Selena Powell, whomever's with her has no credibility whatsoever, because she's done this before and got arrested by the bounty hunters a couple of years ago.
Okay, I don't even know who that person is.
Yeah, Selena Powell's a professional clout chaser. Now, the other women, I hope he didn't do it, but if he did, he needs to go to prison. And I heard he's very nasty. It's very X-rated, like 4X rated, like spitting in the mouth and swallowing it up, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. Oh my Lord. Ooh, yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah, that's Trey Songz for you. But when you hear the name Selena Powell, I mean, you just run. She's tried to set so many black guys up. It's terrible. And it got to the point to where she was wanted by the bounty hunters, and they picked her up in 2019.
Wow.
So she's fighting that case right now. So, yeah, she did Snoop Dogg the same way.
Are you a podcast?
She did Snoop Dogg the same? Oh, Lordy.
It did 50 Cent the same way. Did Offset the same way.
Oh, well, damn. I need to look this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look up Selena Powell.
I ain't got time to do it today, but I wish I would have done it.
No, you don't, because it's a long roster.
Jeez. Well, there was something I forgot to play for y'all, and this was Mary J. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do it now. So she was on the Breakfast Club. I just want y'all to hear the audio of it. Let me just find the part because it's kind of long, but I just want you to hear when she talks a little bit about her marriage. I just hope this Chris Brown and, well, it's gonna come out. Hope it's not true, but this is some sick stuff. Drugging women and forcing women to do sexual stuff, and then you just wake up and then say, well, you know what? Just take a pill, Plan B, and we good. Now just get the hell out of here. No, it doesn't work like that, sir. It doesn't. Now, in this picture, what I have right here, is that the one that so-called shot what you call in the foot?
Who?
That's, oh God, what's her name?
No, that's not them.
You know the tall girl rapper. Okay,
You talking
is that Kylie Jenner?
hold on. Which photo? That's not. I don't see Megan in that photo. I mean Marcus.
No, yeah, the one who's. Oh, I thought that was him, the short guy. Oh, okay, that's
No,
not him. Oh,
no,
okay.
that's Tiger. That's not Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez, that's the name I'm trying to say. Okay, well,
Allegedly shot. I think it was her friend Kelsey that did it.
okay, yeah, allegedly. I didn't really follow too much of that story, but I just want to show some pictures of Chris Brown and Trey Songz hanging out together. And okay, we're gonna go back to Mary J. I'm gonna play this audio before I let y'all go. All right, just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all can just listen to the music. Just chill, hang in there. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Should did this earlier. Okay, I'm gonna play the audio of her when she was at the Breakfast Club. It was very interesting. So I'm gonna play that clip, and hopefully everybody can hear it clearly. All right, let me go to the point when she discusses that. I'll play about 8 minutes of it or something like that. All right, let's get it.
Gonna happen.
Absolutely.
Let's talk Hello Gorgeous.
Good morning, gorgeous.
Morning, gorgeous.
Good morning, gorgeous.
I said Hello Gorgeous, but you said the name of the album. Tell people if they haven't heard the album, how'd you come up with the name of the album? I thought it was dope.
Well, the name of the album came from, it's not Good Morning Gorgeous. It's not anything, there's nothing vain about that. It's a positive affirmation.
Absolutely.
It's something I had to say to myself when I was in a very, very dark situation because I was never enough. I couldn't please this person. Nothing was never enough. So I was like, okay, maybe this person hates me more than I hate me. So I had to find a way to love myself out of that situation. And so I would get up in the morning and first thing in the morning. And the reason why I chose first thing in the morning, because nobody looks beautiful or anything or thinks anything about themselves in the morning, except I'm awake. Mm-hmm. And I said, I would say, go to the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, something that I wanted to feel good about. And that's where the title came from, me loving my way out of some hell. And that's why I titled the album Good Morning, Gorgeous.
I love that interlude. Was that in the studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in the studio with her.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to work with her. And Lucky Day's a really good friend of mine. And when we got to the session, her was like, well, what do you want to talk about? And everybody just started talking about what they think it should be about. And I was holding back on the title. I didn't want to give it up because I felt so vulnerable. I did so much away. I was like, fuck it. Excuse me. I was like, okay, I have this title. It's called Good Morning Gorgeous. And everybody's like, oh, everybody's like, oh shit, Good Morning Gorgeous. And I started telling everybody, you heard the interlude, about where it came from. And it's here now, the whole thing, and it's not because of like, I'm sitting around thinking I'm Apollonia, Halle Berry, because they're, you think of them, it's like, oh, they're gorgeous, But it's just something I had to say to myself so I can manifest something positive in me, about me, and love and now I love me. Really, really, and I think I look pretty damn good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm
yeah. We thought that's just the real love video. What are you talking about?
But I didn't even think that then. You see what I'm saying? So this has been a lot. And then when you get with somebody and then they just take you way down further than what you already were, you start to realize, nah, my life is more important than someone taking it away from me like this, so.
I seen your interview with Ange. You were talking about you were so low that you had to go on tour to get back up because he wiped you dry. So all that was true.
Yeah. So everybody wanted to know what the Rent Money song was about. That's what I wrote that song with the writers during that time because when I had to pay all this alimony and I didn't have no money to pay it. I had to go on tour to pay it. I had to go on tour to pay the alimony. I had to go on tour to pay the rent because he had spent all the money. By the time I got to the deposition and saw everything that he did, like I didn't have a dollar left. Like he had spent everything. And he knew he spent everything, but still asking me for more money. So that was about a vacancy. You know, there's, you know, if you can't, you know, rent money is about a vacancy. That was about that, you know. That
no, when you say no money, like $0, like, because Mary J. Blige broke is probably different than everybody else, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what you want to call it, but it wasn't enough to pay alimony, you know, the alimony that he was asking for. And it was, and I had to pay my rent, you know, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot that came with that. And I had to go to work, you know, and I think I've been in the industry broke before, like not broke, like, you know, like live, you know, like nothing, but not enough to pay the overhead. We all have an overhead, you know, and I couldn't get the overhead paid. So I had to go work for it, you know, and not that I don't mind working, but it's just,
you don't want to.
It's just for that, you know, like, come on, son, I got to work to pay you money. So
how hard is it, like, to not reach out to your people? Like you said, you got a great circle, you know, like from the hoes to the Diddy's, like, how hard is it not to reach out to them?
I don't like that. I don't like asking people for anything. I have never asked any of my friends for any money. Any of the guys I know, I'm a worker. I get my own. I got it. Okay, cool. Oh, I got to do this. No problem. I just don't want to go to people. I just don't like asking. You know, that's how my mother raised me. Like, don't, you know, if you can do it yourself, don't ask. You know, and I don't. And I know they don't mind. No, I know they would all just do it. But I don't like to feel like I owe people stuff.
But you showed up for so many people. Like, you know, one of my favorite stories is Angie Martinez's book when, you know, she couldn't pay her rent. And you had a check and you had to ride around looking for a check cash in place. It's like you've always showed up for people. So you don't expect that in return?
I just don't like asking people for stuff. I really don't. Especially money. Can I borrow? It just feels nuts coming out of my mouth. Can I borrow, even though I know you got it, can I borrow $1 million? I don't like it. It doesn't feel right.
Wow. And you're such a New Yorker. I'm listening to the album I hear Davey.
Okay, that's just the end of it. You know, she talks about the things, but I just want to play that part that when she was talking about, you know, when she was married to him. That's just so sad, just ridiculous. You married
Kendu's a POS.
Okay.
Oh, he is. He's a POS. He's a piece of you know what.
That going in.
A piece of scat.
But I just think that, you know, I have to go on this way that, you know, she should have known. You know, I mean, you went through all that with, what's that dude's name? I got the picture.
Casey.
Yeah, she went through all this. You have to learn. You have to learn. You know, it's just, I don't know. And I think that people around probably was telling her and she just wanted to be in denial. I mean, these are all my thoughts and opinions. I don't know. But, you know, us women, we have that instinct. We can tell when your man is dipping and he's cheating and something is just not right. It's just something's like somebody stepping over your spirit and you can tell he's acting different. It's just a weird air, weird airness or whatever. The air is really weird. You can tell. But then a lot of women just want to sweep it under the bed. Like, well, you know, it's just a moment. He's not that serious. Or as long as he comes home and he says he loves me and whatever. But hey, you shouldn't have gave him, hey, Captain, hugs and kisses. You shouldn't have gave him that much of your time and energy. He's out here running around with the woman, you know, paying for all this, put you in $10 million debt. I mean, really? Why? You're a beautiful woman. You could have anything, any woman, any man out here that you want. And then I heard somewhere, don't quote me, everybody, you know, you could look it up yourself, that they want to send her to etiquette school or something. She refused. Why? Why refuse? You know, but
I mean, she's I think she's from Yonkers, you know. And she didn't have and I'm not making excuses for her, but she didn't have a guiding, strong man to guide her through all these treacherous waters. Because I ain't gonna lie, you got some, just use the word dusties. I can use worse. You got some dusters out there that just ain't up to no good, will never be up to any good, and they all cause death and destruction. And unfortunately, some of us decent guys have to fight that back. That perception. And, she did the best she could. Unfortunately, she fell with KC, who's a great singer, but he had a great uppercut too. And then you have Kendu, who's he knew a lot of dirt on a lot of people. That's why not many people would mess with him.
And also, I think he have like
hold on, stop that photo right there, Donna. Isn't that who's that brother name that's with the Jenner woman, the mama Jenner? Chris Gamble.
Who's that?
Damn. You see him back there?
Oh, I don't know who she dating.
Corey Gamble.
Oh, I don't know who that is in the back. I just took that picture.
The brother that's in the back. That's Corey Gamble.
Oh,
that's another sneaky brother right there.
Everybody.
That's another little Kendu right there.
Everybody having an effing good time around here.
But see, the Kardashians are smart enough to get that upper hand.
But she should have known after you have all this money and everything. You're gorgeous. You have a phenomenal body. I mean, you got hips that's just like, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So why deal with this? Just strange. And I know somebody in her circle had to tell her and warn her. And you gave him 13 years of your life. And ladies have to realize we have a time clock. Men don't. He has 2 children. You didn't get any children from him. I don't know. Maybe she can't have none. Maybe she didn't want none. I don't know. But she accepted his kids as her own. And probably pulled out money, paid for them to go to school and everything.
Turned against him.
Oh, I heard something about it, but I didn't follow the story. But I heard something like that. And the daughter, oh my gosh, Abby, don't she got some phenomenal legs? But Tina Turner come first.
Yeah, Tina Turner's first place, Mary J second.
She got the legs. I'll be darned, but it's just so sad.
I mean, she's single. She can holler at me.
Okay. And she was very, wait a minute, what he said here? She said something about she was very cold on drugs in her early days here in New York. Yeah, I heard she was. And something happened. I read the book of Faith Evans, and something went down between them two. I think that was pretty ugly. But that's a whole nother story. Yes, Tina, go Tina. Oh my gosh, when I get old, I want to look like Tina. Yes, I want Tina's legs, everything.
Well,
look at her age. She be pulling those young men. Lord have mercy. Well, I ain't into young boys, but I'm just saying. But that's just about it. I discussed all the 3 topics I want to get into. But real quick, I want to say is, I meant to put up the pictures, but I didn't.
Thank you, Abby.
Rest in peace to rest in peace to Tyrese's mother. And it's so sad, she died on Valentine's Day. Oh boy, so sad. And she was battling the COVID or whatever. So rest in peace. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's just about it. All I just have to say, my closing thought is, ladies, date smart, not thirsty. Be careful who you give your time and your energy to. And this can go vice versa for men too. You can't give a person so much of your chunk of time. If you feel something that the person is cheating on you, disrespecting you, or doing you wrong in any old way, you have to wake up and get out. She got with this man. She making way more than her. She got such a successful career, and now she turned around here paying him alimony for him and his side chick, mistress, jump off, whatever you want to call it, to run around and have a good old time on her expense while she goes home every night by herself. That's not good. Same thing with Wendy Williams. I think I'll talk about Wendy Williams one day, but there's so much happened if I can't catch up. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's just about it. Any closing thoughts on your end, Jax? I want to wrap this up. We hit 50 minutes here. Way past.
Like I said, if Mary J's available, she can holler at me. And I'll be glad to give her my personal phone number.
Abby.
If she wanted, I ain't one of those can-do guys. I ain't got no light color eyes. I don't look like nobody that's sneaky, and trifling and dirty, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna want no money from you or nothing.
He was just trying to break her down, Abby. That's all. I was just trying to break her down and see.
I ain't trying to break her down. Trying to get in them walls. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh,
that's another story.
We're talking about Kendu, Jack.
I'm talking about Mary J. I don't give a damn about Kendu. He go to hell for all I care.
Your comment. Tina and Angela has the best arms. Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another one right there. She could be number 2.
Y'all don't think those arms are a little bit too masculine?
No, I mean, I think that they're way better than Jello arms.
No, I mean, her arms look nice now, but when she did that movie, I thought it was a little bit on the strong.
Well, she had to defend herself.
Yeah.
I mean, dude be trying to hit her and stuff. She was Tina. I mean, Tina had to whoop Ike's ass in this one.
I'm sorry, Dome, for that. But you know what? Hey, you go for what you like and go for it, but just don't let nobody use and abuse you. The bottom line.
Build up them arms. The box Ike was hitting her.
Oh my gosh.
She had to pop, 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 pop. She had to give him the 2-piece like, ow.
Okay, Jack, you about to get a little bit insane.
Just like what's his name got the 1-piece special. Ow! On the what's that thing? Miami.
Better than the Grammy flags. Flags. Oh my gosh. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end this. And thank you and for watching and listening and sharing, engaging and stuff. And stay tuned for some more. I'll be doing something Thursday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Jack, for co-hosting. Thank you. All right, so everybody have themselves a blessed night and a great one, and stay tuned for Thursday. Oh, I love, what is it, Larry Fishburne? I love Larry Fishburne. Ooh. Oh, gosh, I can't say the movie. I know who you're talking about. I think he's from New York, too. Yeah. Oh, damn, we getting into names. Serena has a nice build, too. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I'm going to save this for another
No, his name is Lawrence Fishburne.
Right.
Because you call him Larry, Lawrence Fishburne will pull up on you.
Oh, it's a pleasure with you, Abby. Hugs and kisses. Beautiful hugs and kisses.
I remember he ran up on Cameron and them for calling him Larry.
I'm sorry. What's wrong with me, Abby? Yes, he did play Ike, and he did that role well, didn't he? Ooh, let me stop talking. All right, bye, everybody. Everybody have such a blessed night. Stay tuned for some more of Donna Just Being Real, the only way to be. And let me close this out here because we way past the time, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.